Well, a very good evening to everybody. And I have a new attachment. It's called, no, it's not called Patsy, although Patsy is a new attachment. It's called earbuds. So I'm able to record without having to hold the camera really close to me. Okay, so first of all, little update on the baby. Look at that little girl. She's just had her din-dins and her pain relief, pain meds in her food. So she's now all snuggled up with my very expensive woolen cardigan. But anything to keep that little girl happy. So she's making a good recovery. Look, I've actually lit 2 candles here in the bedroom for her. So she has a little ambience, a little relaxing ambience. Isn't that right, Patsy? Yes. So, bless her. So I was just sitting here, just pondering, and I was looking out the window and I thought, oh, look at that lovely evening out there. This would be a good time to do a short video. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll go out the front door. I'll just close this door behind me. Oh, some birdies flew off there. Look at that, isn't that a beautiful evening? You know, the autumn is such a special time because the sun is lower in the sky. So you get this different light, you know, it's very ethereal, it really is. That sort of otherworldliness that comes with autumn. So today I was down at the gate and just took a quick walk down. It's my little bell. So I was cutting back along the left-hand side here of the driveway because it had got really overgrown. Now there's still a lot more to do, but I'm making headway, and you can see there's a little bit more light now coming through. Look at the light there. And you know what I'm seeing up there in the tree? Looks like a crow's nest. Let's see if we can get in it. Yeah, look at that. Crow's nest. So, I've just got to say, I do read all your comments. I read all the comments, whether it be Facebook or Twitter, here on YouTube, the website, Patreon. Now I'm hoping to go into Patreon tonight and continue reading that book by Oscar Wilde's mother. All the charms and magic from the west of Ireland. Look at this light. Stunning, isn't it? So I'm still doing a lot of catch-up in the woodland and in the cottage. I have a tin of paint that I've had for the past 2 years, which is destined for the walls of the sitting room, right? And guess what colour it is? Now I'll give you a clue. I've got 2 throws out on the sofas. Have you noticed what colour they are? Right. Well, it's not quite as gaudy as that particular orange, but it is a kind of a terracotta colour. And look, I've been cutting back masses I'm hoping to get a professional shredder up here soon. The one that my son has probably isn't big enough, but I need to get all this shredded because I keep making little habitat piles, but you know, there's just so much of it. So I've been rethinking and replanning the entrance down here. So this is just some of the stuff. I mean, this is the kind of small amount of stuff that I've cleared. So I've kind of cleared this corner here, and I've got a few big pots of plants up behind the cottage. So I'm going to be planting them in along here. You can see I moved that big pot there with the tree. Don't know what kind of a tree this is. It's a sort of ornamental one. But it's only a tiny wee thing when I put it into that pot, but it's got huge. So I moved that pot down here in the trolley. And I've been cutting along the roadway. See this big hedge here? That's got massive. I've got to take that down by half. So that's a task I'll be up to hopefully starting next week, and maybe continuing on for a couple of months, because it's a massive task and I've got to sort of work in behind here. I'll just show you behind the gate. Little areas that I don't normally invite you into because they're very inaccessible at times, although this has become much more accessible. Now the plum tree, that should have been cut in August. I don't know if I should have a go at it now, but I may take a chance. So you can see in here where I've dragged a lot of the stuff that I've cut, and my grandsons have been putting stuff up in the tree. I think they have an intention of making some kind of a den. That should be interesting. And they've been playing about in the waterway as well, sort of making a little sort of a dam here, you know. You know how children love to play with water and wood and trees and dens. We need to provide more facilities like that for kids, you know. So yeah, this is just a little catch up with work. Oh, I hear some cats next door. Okay, I'm going to walk up the driveway. In fact, I might even just cut in here through the woodland. And more stuff to clear. There's another pile over there. A woman's work is never done, especially when she's a professional woodlander. Well, professional means I get paid, but I don't. But it's fun being a woodlander. It's one of the very first books I ever read as a young adult. I think it was about 12 years old, and it was part of the syllabus at school. Fabulous book. It's called The Woodlanders by Thomas Hardy. Now, if you haven't heard of Thomas Hardy or you haven't read him, you're in for a treat. Remember the Test of the D'Urbervilles? That's Thomas Hardy. And, God, look at that sun. Isn't it amazing? So, following on from my visit to England and West Sussex and the old home of William Robinson, I'm going to be doing, I think, some kind of a write-up on him, and I'll probably put that up on the website. An incredibly interesting man. so quiet. This time of the evening gets very still. So, I'm not going to keep this too long, but I am going to say, please don't forget to press the like button if you like this video, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And all the links to my books and other platforms I'm on can be found below this video. I think you have to press the, what is it, more. Do you press the more word at the end of the doodads underneath the video? I'm not too sure. Could someone just leave a little post as to how you do it? Because I know some people get quite confused about where to pick up the links. Anyway, they're all underneath the video. Home. Back up at the cottage.